All right, fresh off the 49ers practice field, here's your instant reaction from Levi's Stadium. Brock Purdy, solid again. That offensive line, though, that first team offensive line needs to be better. It's a lot of Brock Purdy having to create. And during the move the ball period, which means the chains actually move with the offense, so we're going to see a lot more of this. It's going to much more closely resemble actual gameplay. Brock Purdy moved the offense down the field. The first play was a 40-yard gain to George Kittle where he stepped up in the pocket and found that pocket over the middle of the field and the center of the coverage, about 20 air yards or so, and then George Kittle took it the rest of the way, the rest of the 20 yards. But the very next play on that drive, there was a pitch back to Jordan Mason who fumbled it. Javon Hargrave, the defensive tackle, picked it up. There's no end zone on the other side of the field. These are just short fields at the 49ers practice facility, so Hargrave went sprinting the other way. Would have been a fumble 6 probably if there had been an end zone on that side of the field. Other than that, though, Brock Purdy was finding receivers. There was a clutch third down conversion in move the ball to Chris Conley, who was able to muscle the ball away from Diamador Lenore. But one of those plays where it had to be pinpoint accuracy for that football to get where it needed to be. I think that the story that we really need to focus on, though, is Chris Conley has been impressing. I think that, he was a practice squad yo-yo last year. Between what he did in the Super Bowl as a gunner, really good work, downing 2 punts inside the 5, right, for the 49ers. People don't talk about that because the 49ers obviously didn't win the game. But between that special teams work and some of the big catches that he's made, connecting with Brock Purdy in clutch situations. You talk about the Packers game in the playoffs last year and obviously practice today. He might be on the inside of that 53-man roster picture. But Trent Taylor is also making it interesting. The 49er for 4 years, from 2017 to 2020, he's re-signed with the team. He's now made 2 or 3 diving catches in training camp. Today he caught one from Brandon Allen on just an out, maybe 15 yards downfield. Allen rolled to the right and had to throw it ahead of Trent Taylor to get it by the coverage, and Taylor dove and he made the catch. We know how reliable Trent is as a punt returner, so that's something that could give him a leg up for a roster spot, or at least a practice squad spot where maybe he takes the yo-yo position, moving up, moving down, that Chris Conley held last season. Not great news on Cam Latu, second-year tight end who had the drop issues in training camp last year. He caught a pass, then he caught another one right after, and on the play, Tatum Bethune, the rookie linebacker out of Florida State, just knocked it away. Latu probably had the ball long enough for it to be considered a catch. Taylor Hawkins picked it up, ran it back for a touchdown. Didn't see Brandon Ayuk out on the practice field today. I know a lot of people were paying very close attention to the hug and the handshake the other day. Did not end up meaning that an extension was imminent, as we said at the time, but didn't see him out on the practice field. That hasn't been all too unusual, though. There have been days where Ayuk has been watching, and there have been days when he hasn't been watching. A couple days ago, he wasn't out there, and then I ran into him walking off the field, and he seemed to be in a good mood. I'm gonna have the full notes from practice coming up. That was just the Spark notes today. Wanted to give you guys the instant reaction, so be sure to like, subscribe, and be ready for more. Going in to talk to Kyle Shanahan.